Yeah, right. Here it is. But before we start, I would like to say this is not a car review. I don't do that stuff. Okay, I'm just showing you this car. If you want somebody who reviews cars, you have to look on YouTube. I don't want to do that. I don't want you tomorrow to say, this guy is a terrible car reviewer. No, no, no. I don't do that stuff. So here it is. It's a Citroen C4 Picasso, Grand Picasso 1.6 HDI. All right. So that's how it is inside. Very spacious. Very happy with the car. The mileage right there. Okay, almost 120,000. Okay, the car is 2016 September. So it's roughly about 6 years. Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, a little bit younger than 6 years, somewhere there. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, let me just give you a tour around. A little bit ding here, nothing major. All right, into the front. They have this huge windscreen. They call it panoramic windscreen. So there it is. Let's just look inside. Right there. I've put this seat in the position where I be sitting here comfortable. Okay, so because this is exactly what I did when I was buying it. So like here, I'm comfortable here. See, I have long legs. I'm short sitting down, so there will be huge headroom for me. But what I always worry about is my legs, because I have very long legs. But as you can see, I can push the seat backwards all the way, and it becomes like more like a limousine. So look at this. It has all these, the trays and that. So for the kids in a long journey eating, this will really be helpful. Armrests when you're traveling long distances, you know. Also the storage underneath the floor. There is a storage. There is when you have a puncture, you use this to pump the wheel or repair or patch up that hole that the nail has gone in. Because these cars, they don't have spare wheel, so they come with that little system. Okay, 12-volt sockets here, and then vents here for the heat. I don't know if the cold comes here as well, maybe, but I know for sure the heat will come out here. All right, so let's look underneath here as well. This part here, I've seen this on the manual. I didn't know that there is a storage here. This is for the fire extinguisher. Okay, right, so let's look at the back. To get to the back, you just pull this like that. No, before I do that, I think I have to put this chair in the right position, or else I'll be unable to fit at the back there. So let's see here. Yeah, brilliant. Because when I was buying this car, I was checking these things to see if I will fit in comfortably. So there we go. We pull this, I guess, here, and then it goes forward. There is the seats at the back. Okay, right, and then you can pull this one back here to that position. Yeah, it's a little bit cramped because I'm an adult and I'm a very tall person. So, but these seats, you can always push them a little bit forward. You know what I mean? So they can always go forward. If you have someone short sitting here, I'll be sitting here very comfortable because this seat will be even further forward there. Okay, this one as well. So tall people can sit where they will feel comfortable. All right, a short person can sit here and the seat can come backwards a little bit, like children. Our kids sit here very well, no issues. We can drive long distances and they will be just chilling sitting here. Okay, there's another 12-volt socket there. Okay, it doesn't have a sunroof here because the ones with sunroof, they were a little bit more expensive, and I'll come to that in a minute. All right, so at the back, this is how it is. The boot space, when the seats are up like this, very tiny. Let me just go to the boot to just show you. That's the boot with the seats up like this. So as you can see, the boot is very small. So if you are a family of 7, you need a roof box at the top, okay, or else it's not going to work. Okay, so these, you just go like, and you pull here, they go down here as well, like, and then this just goes like so. Here it goes like so, and then that, and then that, and then that. All right, now there's a cover that goes here. I'll get it. Right, there it is, and then we close it like so. Okay, so that's how it is. Now let me just go to show you the engine. Right on the passenger side, this is where you open the bonnet, the engine. They put it on the side. Normally it's on the driver's side, but with Citroen it's on their side. All right, the glove box, very tiny. The OBD port is here. All right, storage right there, some more underneath here, huge storage, some more here, and then underneath the driver's side, the pockets are huge as well. So brilliant. Okay, let's look at the engine. There is the usual suspect, 1.6 HDI. Now I have 3 of these engines in the taxi, in the car that I have spares, I take spares from, and then in this one. So if this goes, I have another engine, okay? Because the other Citroen, 200,000 miles, like I said, we are very close. After that, I will just sell it, okay, or break it. I don't know what I will do. I just changed the air filter. I didn't film that because I don't think it's necessary. There are plenty of videos on my channel how to change the filter. The pollen filter is underneath here as well. I changed oil, put new oil just to be on the safe side because we were going to Poland, so I wanted the car to be serviced before we go there. No oil leaks whatsoever. The car is absolutely spotless. All right, so let me just go in and tell you a little story of how I ended up here. Right, Citroen C4 Grand Picasso 1.6 HDI. This one, it is AdBlue as well. I forgot to mention that. Underneath the back seat, there is a little place where you pour that urea thing in there, okay? So why Citroen? Well, I only bought Citroen 1.6 because I already have one. So all the little problems and tricks and all that, I'm used to it. So it will be very easy to sort it out when something comes up, okay? I bought a big scanner. I'll make a video, just show you. It's a top-down, so I can force regen, I can reset, I can look for codes and errors and all that. So I am good, okay? It did cost me a little bit of money, but I think it was a very worthwhile investment. And if you live in my area and you have problem, you want to plug in, you just talk to me and for free, zero. I don't charge anything. I just help you, okay? Yeah. So people are buying electric cars and me, I'm buying diesel. Oscar, what the? Yeah, it's right. People are buying electric cars. I'm buying diesel. Why? Well, number one, it was very cheap. Remember, I had a Vauxhall Zafira 1.8 petrol. All right, that car, we wanted to get rid of it. We've been trying to sell it over and over. Actually, we had no value on it whatsoever. We just wanted it gone. Okay, And we saw this car. This car was going for 7,500 at the time. And we went to the guy and we said to him, look, we want your Citroen, but we want to part exchange with the Zafira. Zafira was not good for us at all. So 7,500. The guy said, okay, 3 grand I can give you for the Zafira. And we said, can we do it right now? So we agreed and we gave him the Zafira and we paid 4,500 for 2016 September 1.6 HDI. Very fuel efficient car, 6-speed gearbox from Vauxhall Zafira. In other words, that means we sold the Zafira for 3 grand. The car that we had no value on. We didn't have any interest. We are done with it. We just wanted it gone. So I call that a jackpot. Why we didn't want Zafira anymore? Number one, the tax on Zafira was £285. The tax on this car is only £20. The insurance on the Zafira, because it has high emissions, was much higher than insurance had to pay us back a discount when we transferred the insurance from the Zafira to this Citroen. Zafira could only, if you are very gentle, hit 29 miles to a gallon. And I'm talking about driving slower than the granny of grannies. This car, just on the motorway or even around town, you easily hit 60 miles to a gallon. Comfortable, it has sat-nav, it has Bluetooth, it has all this stuff. So for us, 4,500 was extremely worth it. We went to Poland, over 1,000 miles, and we drove around Poland with it. No issues whatsoever. No issues whatsoever. We couldn't do that with the Zafira. So we wanted it gone. So people are buying electric cars. Me, I'm buying diesel. Why? Number one, cheap. Number two, diesel is everywhere. You know, you don't have to wait somewhere to charge it. For instance, when you go into Poland, we don't have to worry. We just go into the filling station, charge it, and keep going. Okay? We have a break. I know some people will be like, oh, no, you have to have a break every 4 hours. Well, when I go to Poland, I want to get there, okay? So from our home to Dover, we don't stop. We just go straight. We rest in the ferry, okay? Sometimes I'll have a nap because it's like 1.5 hours. That's plenty of time, 1.5 hours. Like sometimes I just drop the seat and sleep, have something warm to eat. From there, from Dunkirk or Calais, we drive all the way to Germany. Immediately we get in Germany, we stop for about 30 minutes, okay, to have food and then also to top up the diesel, okay? Normally we arrive there when it is becoming very late, very few cars on the road, so I can increase speed to cross Germany as quickly as possible, okay? So from there, we will drive. Sometimes we'll drive from there all the way home because our home in Poland is about 110 kilometers from Berlin. So it's not very far from Berlin. So I don't think you have to stop off when you are just left with 110. Just reduce. You can stop for maybe a toilet break and then go. You can't do that with electric car. You drive here 300 miles, the battery is dead. You need to charge 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you go again, or you stop 300, you charge 30 minutes, and you go again. You keep on doing that, and this is at the mercy of the charger. If the chargers are good, you know. So for me, cheap diesel, easy access. The car doesn't, ruin the planet, as people are saying. Its emissions are very low. That's why it's £20. I don't believe in that stuff anyway. About the emission stuff, I think it's business. And if it's feeding you, hallelujah, enjoy yourself. But you're not gonna get me. You can get somebody else. The idea of to cut down your emissions. For instance, I have a diesel. To cut down my emissions, I have to go to buy an electric car. That is ridiculous. That electric car, for it to be made, huge emissions. You're burning lots of stuff for just that car to be made. Okay? Now, you may say, but from there you can just charge. And where is the electricity coming from? Power station. Where does the power station get the electric? I know you're going to say, no, it's not cold. Okay, where does it get it from? Where does it get it from? Or you might say, oh, it's wind turbines. Wind turbines. How does wind turbines get there? You have to burn stuff to make those wind turbines. So you produce huge emissions to produce wind turbine so that they can power my electric car that produce huge emissions to be made. You know what I'm saying? To make plants, to manufacture. People don't get this. This is catastrophic. What they do is catastrophic for the same planet that they're trying to save. To make electric cars, new plants has to be built. Do you know how much emissions are produced in building those plants? Diesel cars and petrol cars, plants are already there. The plants have already been built. They're there. Oh, you need new machinery, you need new equipment, you need new testers, you need cabling, this. And on just that process, you are killing the very same planet that you're trying to save. So for me, it doesn't make any sense anyway. But if it makes sense for you, I have no problems. You are free to choose what you choose. So what you want to choose. People watch Fully Charged. I like you, Fully Charged. Robert. I always loved Robert Llewellyn, the Welsh guy from How Do They Do It? I used to watch him when I was a little boy. How do they do it? And he had this scrappage challenge thing. I loved him. Then he moved to this Fully Charged channel, okay? I went there with him. I'm one of the first subscribers. And I loved his show. He got me that Prius plugin that I bought. He's the one who got me to buy it because he tested one. And I was like, oh, Rob, I'm going to get one. Yeah, everything was cool. The problem came where he started to become fussy. Have you heard you talk about diesel? That's disgusting. Come on. You can't do that. The food you have on the table is because of diesel. Diesel trucks bring it there. Tractors, they are plowing. The same electric cars to be transported to be sold somewhere. Diesel trucks. So you can't do that. It becomes so annoying. So that's the first time I started to see him like, no, this is awkward. But I understand, people, he's not doing this for free. It's not a charity. There's no doubt he gets paid. He flies all over the world using aeroplanes that uses fossil fuels. He's producing huge amount of his emissions that he's producing are huge. And with him, it's all right. It's holy. With us, oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I didn't want to talk about him in a negative way, but I just want you guys to be very careful with people who are selling stuff. His house has solar panels. Some of the things, of course, manufacturers will say, take this, do this. As normal people, we have to pay the money. Where are we going to get the money? Debt, interest, chains. You're chaining yourself. It's not going to work with me. That Prius crashed. This is the only car that I bought that I will not buy again because, it's just too expensive anyway. Over 20,000 pounds. 100 miles to a gallon, that's true. If you charge it, 100 miles to a gallon. If you didn't charge it, 50-something miles to a gallon. Because the way I was driving is when I go up hills, I'll use the battery. Going down hills, or the road is just level, I'll use the engine. Okay, so it was saving a lot of fuel. But compared with the Citroen was $4,000. That car was 12,000. Today I can buy the same Citroen, like I just bought this, so I paid 4,500, and I can use it as a taxi and pull out 65 miles per gallon from this car. But to buy the Prius, same age as this, to use as a taxi, 20 grand. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? For me, no. I am the one who's going to pay the price because I am the one who's having to work to pay for all that stuff. Some people get stuff for free and they can show on the internet, oh, you are disgusting, you're this. Oh, he has referrals, he has this, he has that, and people are donating to him. Oh, hallelujah! He's getting a brilliant package. You're getting a very bad one, okay? So don't get twisted and end up being pulled in the direction that you end up getting yourself in trouble. Now, if you have money and you're comfortable, fine, go ahead. But the idea of pushing this onto others, I don't like it, because early 2000, they pushed us to buy diesel. I had a very nice car, petrol. I had to get rid of it and buy a diesel. Oh, now they are pushing us to buy electric. No, that's enough. No. I'm going to keep my cars the way they are, maintain them. If I have resources, yeah, maybe. But at the moment, I don't think it's really necessary, because these politicians in 2030, they may just turn their minds around and say, you know what? Oh, no. And the other thing, you remember that the electric cars, all this system is being helped by subsidies and tax cuts from the government. Once the government pulls the gear out, my money, the tax that is funding the production of all these electric cars, once the government pulls out, it's going to be very hard for everybody, who wants to push this program of electric cars. Okay, electric cars are very nice, they're soft, they less maintenance, but not for me at the moment. No, sorry. Okay, guys, I believe in cutting down consumption, not coming up with new things that creates more emissions. If you believe in the emission thing, okay, I believe in reducing consumption. If you are fat, okay, and you want to lose weight, I believe if you reduce what you are eating, you're going to lose weight. Reduce it. Instead of having 20 meals a day, why don't you cut it to 4? Why don't you cut it to 2, to 1? But to say, no, I want 20 meals and I'll find other ways. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it will work. What's the point? Okay, guys. So that's how it is. We got this Citroens. Every time I do something, I will show you here and there. Or if you have questions about Citroens, repairing something, comment, talk to me. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.